waifu. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome here if it's your first time. In today's video, I'm reviewing the Truthear Gate Ultra Budget Dynamic Driver IEMs. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews. So the Gate, we've got another budget IEM. This guy is coming in at a price of about $19. However, right now it's on sale. Actually, it's on pre-sale. It will be available after or on June 15. I'm lucky I remembered to say that. So yeah, ultra budget IEM, $20, maybe a bit lower if you can find it on sale. That's what the box looks like. There is a sneak preview of the graph on the back. Inside, you get the IEMs, the cable, 6 pairs of silicone ear tips, and a vinyl storage pouch. And here's what they look like. Pretty cool, huh? They come in black or white. And as you've already noticed, they have a clear faceplate. Pretty cool. So you can see the components, the drivers in there. You can see the wiring. Very cool, very cool. They do feel kind of cheap. They feel a bit flimsy and cheap, but they look dope. They look sick. Yeah, the inner side of the shell is just glossy black, and they're basically exactly the same shape as their predecessor, which was the Truthear Holler, which for some reason got discontinued. Let's have a quick look at the cable. Whoopsie. It is the same cable which came with the Holler, or that came with the Holler. That is a good thing because it's a dope little cable. Twisted, glossy black finish on it. Handles really well. It's one of the best cables I've ever seen that comes stock with a $20 IEM. So that's all good. Standard 0.78 millimeter 2-pin, of course. By the way, if you enjoy audio content, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. Now, let's get on to how the Truthear Gate sounds. First, I'll mention that these have a single 10mm driver per side. It's an efficient IEM. It doesn't need any powerful source, so you can plug it straight into a phone or a little dongle DAC. That's fine. And when it comes to sound signature, the Gate has a light V-shaped sound signature. It's reasonably neutral across the board, but it's got a little bit of added pin gain and a sub-bass boost. And the result is a mature tuning that's cohesive and easy on the ears. It is a serious IEM, almost reference really in its demeanor, but the little colorations that it has in the tuning add a touch of character and warmth. Now I'll throw up the graph here, and there you have it. So it's a pretty nice looking curve, slightly harmonish in its appearance there. But let's get on to talking about the bass. Now, the enhanced sub bass gives the Gate a hint of playfulness in its otherwise disciplined nature. So it's a pretty serious sounding, pretty mature IEM, but that added bit of bass just gives it a little bit of fun. So the bass packs a nice punch, but even with the punchy mid bass, the stage stays surprisingly open. And this openness, it's partly a result of the driver's agility and its rapid decay, along with the added pin gain, which adds clarity and definition. So let's talk about the mid-range next, and the mid-range is basically neutral in note size. It has a hint of body that's carried over from the bass. It sounds very clean, very spacious, with a touch of added brightness from that upper mid-range lift. Yet it's still a nice smooth mid-range. Vocal presentation is emphasized, with vocals rising up out of the mix with clarity and articulation. However, I would say it's not all about the upper mid-range, as male vocals are also sufficiently rich and dense, even if they are not the most powerful. Moving on to the treble now, and much like the mid-range, the Gate's treble leans towards a neutral presentation. And this is both a gift and a curse. I mean, on one hand, the treble is nice and smooth and it's free of harshness, but on the other hand, it sounds a bit dry and it kind of lacks any radiance. The clarity and detail are impressive. That's without edging into brightness. The treble, however, could benefit from a touch of sparkle to add some excitement to the overall sound signature. However, considering the price, this is a minor quibble. I'm not going to go too hard on a $20 IEM really on any aspect, but unless it's really terrible. But the treble is probably my least favorite aspect of the Gate. It's just kind of dry and scratchy. It's just kind of it doesn't have any radiance or glimmer or anything like that. But despite the nature of its treble, the Gate does have a nice wide soundstage. It's not really got a 3D holographic experience in terms of imaging, but it's not terrible either. It's still got fairly good note density. The overall resolution is pretty good for a budget IEM. It doesn't match higher price models, of course, but in comparison to its contemporaries or other IEMs around the same price, it does okay in resolution. Now I'm going to do two comparisons today, and the first one will be with the legendary the legendary 7 Hz cell notes 0, and there it is. They're pretty similar on the graph. They differ mostly in terms of frequency response. They differ mostly in the bass. Now the 0 here has got less bass and particularly sub bass reach or extension. And this results in a leaner overall tone for the 0, while simultaneously bringing its mid-range and treble a bit more forward or up front. Now the 0 boasts an even more spacious and even more resolving mid-range than the Gate. It pushes vocals forward up in the mix. However, this clarity that the 0 has comes at a little bit of a cost. Male vocals sound thinner compared to the Gate's slightly fuller or more full-bodied presentation. Now 0's treble brings a nice boost in energy compared to the Gate. This is not due to the 0 having a particularly forward treble, but because of the reduced level of bass, the perceived level of treble is increased. So the 0 delivers a brighter soundscape with a touch of sparkle, a little bit of brilliance in there, whereas the Gate's treble can sound dry and even a bit like scratchy, if you know what I mean. The 7 Hz here has a slightly narrower stage, but I think it's got more precise imaging, even though its soundstage is a little bit smaller in dimensions. We'll come back to that in a moment. I want to talk first about the Ziigaat Nuo, another budget gem IEM. This one is a few dollars more. It's like $3 or $4 more. And from the sub bass all the way up to the upper treble, these basically have an identical frequency response, which is probably not accidental, if you know what I mean. I mean, if something is super popular, why not emulate that? So the main difference between these two is in their upper treble tuning, where the Nuo peaks earlier, around 9 or 10 kilohertz, compared to like a peak above 12 kilohertz on the Gate. Now, Nuo hits harder in the bass. It just has more authority and more weight. It also has a bit of extra fullness in its lower mid-range compared to the Gate, which gives male vocals more power. It gives string instruments a richer tone as well. And the Nuo's treble has more density. It's got denser notes, but at the same time, it's got more airiness compared to the Gate. The analogy I made is it's kind of like looking at a plain donut, this side, plain donut, compared to a glazed donut. And much like how the glazed donut catches the eye with its enticing gleam and its specular highlights, if you know what that means if you're into photography. The Nuo's treble stands out with its added depth and sparkle compared to, once again, the sort of scratchy and dry treble on the Gate. And it might sound like I'm criticizing the treble. I kind of am, but at the same time, it's totally inoffensive in terms of forwardness and brightness, harshness. It's a smooth treble. It just doesn't glimmer or sparkle. That's the only thing. But, you know, apart from that, it's got good technical performance. The price is right. It's a comfortable IEM. It would probably be... where would I put it out of these three? I'd probably put it tied in second place with the Zero. The Nuo would be my preferred choice out of these three, just because it has a little bit more body, a little bit more natural tone, and it's got a nice, it's got a bit of sweetness to the treble as well. So the Nuo would be my number one pick. These I would put side by side, but either way you look at it, let me get this right. Either way you look at it, the Truthear Gate, it's a really good IEM. I mean, it's 20 bucks. You can get it for less than that during the sales. You can't go wrong either way. So there it is. I'm going to give this one my full recommendation. Having said that, it's time to wrap up. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, Parfam audiophile style. If you want to show some love to the channel, check out that little Patreon link in the description down below. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button before you go. That would be super awesome. And until next time, I'll see you later.